Have you ever shared something personal, only to have it twisted and used against you? This is the story of John, and it's a powerful lesson about the danger of misplaced trust. John had worked at the same factory for 8 long years. He was known for his discipline and his quiet strength. He believed that enduring hardship in silence was a virtue, and for 8 years, it had protected him. But one day, exhaustion finally broke him. He went to a colleague, someone he thought was a friend, and confessed, "I'm just so tired. I wish I could have one lighter day." That single, honest sentence would be the turning point that destroyed his life. What he said in vulnerability was heard as a complaint. His colleague, maybe trying to be helpful, or maybe just wanting to stir the pot, told their supervisor that John was unhappy and thinking of quitting. The supervisor, wanting to look proactive, told the manager that John was actively planning to leave and was becoming a problem. By the time the rumor reached the factory owner, it had transformed into a story of rebellion and betrayal. John, the loyal worker, was now seen as a threat. Gossip travels faster than truth. No one stopped to ask John what he really meant. No one considered his 8 years of hard work. The factory owner, driven by fear of disruption, made a quick decision. John was called into the office, not to be heard, but to be fired. His attempts to explain were brushed aside. The story had already been written, and he was the villain. The damage didn't stop there. The rumor followed him. As he looked for new work, doors closed before he could even introduce himself. The story of the disloyal worker had spread through the community. At home, the weight of unemployment and a ruined reputation crushed him. His silence, once his shield, now became a wall between him and his family. His wife and daughter could only watch as the man they knew disappeared into a shadow of despair. Months later, the truth finally surfaced. The colleague who started it all admitted they had exaggerated. Management realized their grave mistake. There was regret, there were apologies, but none of it could undo the harm. John's life was irreparably damaged. John's story teaches us a harsh but vital lesson. Your vulnerability is precious. Not everyone who smiles at you is a safe harbor for your struggles. Wisdom isn't just about being honest. It's about discernment, knowing who has earned the right to hear your truth. Because sharing your pain with the wrong person can turn your honesty into a weapon of your own destruction. Be careful who you confide in. Thanks for watching.